Hello, peeps. I think this time it's sort of time for a monthly recap because I didn't have time for so many weekly recaps because I was focusing on writing a book, at least a sample of a book and like an outline what would happen and why that is so important. So like in Icelandic, you would say now it's spennufall, like the fall of tension. Yeah, the weather outside looks a little bit like fall, but I don't know if you have heard me say that when the Icelanders get like one sunny day in a summer, then they will talk about nonstop what a good summer this was. Um, and I think we've had at least one sunny day already. It's the 1st of June, and actually, I am often wide awake way into the night, like still continuing to write the book because, yeah, well, who knows the publishing house who has organized this competition might just say yes because it's like an unusual topic. Um, it's also like a very personal topic that is pretty close to my heart. And here is my unprofessional filming technique again. But well, maybe you might get a sneak peek of that. Like my main character has the same hairdo as Nicholas. I like fuzzy people, fuzzy, genuine people who stand up for themselves. Um, And I think May was like the most hilarious month of the year. I mean, May is generally my favorite month of the year because like many institutions of the so-called Icelandic winter are still open, but it is summer outside, and like in June everything slowly goes to sleep. Um, yeah, Nicholas looks quite sleepy as well. Really should find the remote control for that tripod slash selfie stick again. Never mind. Okay. It was such a hilarious month because, like, it took me when I learned about the. Okay, now no, let's start the story at the start. I have a trouble starting stories at the start, and I think like anyone who has read my work will have noticed that, and I have good friends who say, well, let's begin at the beginning. Let's begin again. Are we still on that topic? Etc. etc. So, uh, the month of May began with one friend pointing out a writing challenge to me where you kind of got an email with a prompt every day. Then another friend, independently of the first one, sent me this competition link. So I decided to combine the two. I wrote a little bit of a story according to some prompts every day, but that didn't add up to a complete story until sort of around the 5th of May, I had a meeting with some old artist friends. And I was kind of like, let's say, still struggling with a personal change in my life. So this old friend of mine said, "Do you need a hug?" And yes, that hug I gladly accepted because that was followed by a particular humor. Like you may know, if you know me, that I'm kind of sensitive to like touch. um so let's say the situation has to be right. And but like I would never say no to someone who just hugs me as a friend and laughs while doing so. Um, anyway, while hugging and laughing and so on, we just suddenly had an idea for something because of an odd architectural feature of the room. I think I shouldn't quite go into details yet because, like, in the end, I want to publish my book, and in the end, I want people to actually read this book. But anyway, this odd architectural feature, um, by now, just someone needs to save Rita the hook, and I'm starting to laugh. Prompted a whole story about like friendship and love and ethics and books. So, and old books bound in leather. Oh, so this is kind of where I suddenly then wrote X many pages in a day, and I met like a group of people who I had partly known before, but partly they were also like brand new to me. They were mainly crafting, but I always showed up with a notebook and asked people also about input for the story. So actually, this has become like a community project now because I figured out about myself that I can do like alone I can do so little, together I can do so much. Um, and like even at the expense that this may sound repetitive, I am so thankful for people who brought me food or who corrected something in the middle of the night or who sent me like let's say their take on what I was saying, and I was like just laying on the bed with the phone and like roaring with laughter. um and like even also this like asking constructive questions of type like why is this character doing this, and wouldn't it make more sense that blah blah blah. uh I think that made it like a really soul searching journey. And I saw a lot of what kind of friends I have, and this is so lovely. And I feel like I have done something sort of for the first time in 15 years, and I feel like I have come home. And so this was May was a month of coming home. So I hope June will be a month of taking care of this home, like both my physical and psychological and financial situation, so that I can actually start sort of a new life as the novelist and illustrator and animal painter who I always wanted to be. And I know my glasses don't sit right on my nose, and like many things don't seem to sit right in my life. So I think it was also like a lovely process of accepting that not all things work accordingly to a system. I know that, like, in my childhood, everybody also said, like, children need rituals and children need rules and children need so and so many meals per day. Hey, now I've been drinking soup for a month, unless people brought me something else. Because I'm so over focused on something that mattered to me, and it is okay to drink soup for a month, and it is okay to cancel like therapy appointments and this and that once in a while if you need a day off, because I've also heard the term this month from an autistic person that it is sometimes a lot of work to to get help. Like, it's more exhausting to get help than to do the things oneself. Of course, that I shouldn't generalize that, but in some situations it just fits. Especially when I kind of don't know what help I exactly wanted. I had a lot of really serious talks with friends and people who help me what I really want and need in my daily life, my private life, and etc. And I mean, it's summer, so many people are like on festivals because, like, with the rising sun, the people also have like more cultural activities that only work at this time, like outdoor festivals, book festivals, rock festivals, whatnot. So not everybody has time, and not everybody is like also working the same hours. So to me it's also difficult and important to let's say make it come across in a good way that I have difficulties with like strangers showing up to my apartment even though they can prove that they are like from some sort of helping program, and that I need a kind of time to adjust before I can tell this person what we should do today. So let's say bear with me, I bear with you. This morning I also watched a YouTube video by a physically disabled person who actually cited one of my favorite topics, the attempt to pray for disabled people. This person actually advocated for, if it makes the other person feel good, I'll tolerate it. But let's say, given the idea that I'm getting more and more aware of this, like people with invisible disabilities only have 12 spoons of energy per day. I actually am also like more on this boat to tell people no, because if I give my energy spoons to you and your prayers, I can't be there for the people and the things who are like really relying on me as a person. And like, let's say, please do pray for me in your homes if you want to, but that is something very private. And let's say I need the energy to walk, and I need the energy to write, and I need the energy to see my friends. So I can't communicate with you about your prayers, because what you pray is not the same as my prayers. So if people on and off ask, like, I mean, the random people who always want to help me, thanks for asking, do you need help? And please continue asking, what kind of help? And let's say, please only offer the stuff that you realistically can do. Like, let's say I am weighing 90 kilos or something. If you are this teeny tiny teenager, please don't try to lift me up. So yeah, okay. I'll see you, I hope, before the end of June. And bye bye.